DigiTalk Live is continuing our live shows from Tallinn Cultural Hub, Kultuurikatel, and the Connecti team is here with me, and I'm asking the first emotions after all this long pitching.
I feel so good after this. Before I went on stage, I was completely crazy. I wasn't functioning like a normal person, but now I feel like a normal human being again.
You have all made presentations in your life. What is this feeling different?
Because it's very fast, it's extremely fast, you need to work fast, you need to think fast, you cannot sleep. So this is the difference. Usually you have time to think, usually you have time to make a pause, here it's not, here it's like hardcore.
Well, basically that everything can go wrong and you don't have time to fix it. That is basically everything. You feel a little relief after you finish that, oh my gosh, everything went good. That is the most amazing feeling ever.
Did you also have a lot of thoughts about, oh, we should tell this as well, and we forgot that?
Yeah, we started out as fixing everything on this God green earth, and then we ended up with this, which was actually, it was really tough, coming up with one single idea that was the most important and the essence of everything, basically.
So there is no losers and winners, but are you gonna win?
Yeah, of course, yes. I hope we will win for sure. And if not, I'm pretty sure we will, have some contact with a telecom company to see if we can make it happen.
So if you would have a chance now, would you do it again?
I think I did the best I could. If I do it again now, I think I couldn't do it any better.
Did you also have enough? Did you also have enough energy to listen all the other pitches?
Yeah, that was very interesting to know what the other team are actually achieved, and that's amazing results. All of the team got grand results. Very, very, very awesome.
Do you have your favorite?
Connected, of course.
But my favorite, I like the airsoft.
That actually, I love airsoft, and it started out as a very confusing idea, and they really grew the idea into something that's tangible and understandable.
So Cultural Hub today have been full with confusing ideas and very clear ideas and good business ideas, and thank you for connecting. Is there something you would like to say for viewers?
Make your lazy internet work for you!
Yeah! See you. So the next team is here in a studio corner with me, and I would like to ask, if you had 3 minutes there to pitch your business idea, if you now have 30 seconds, how would that sound like?
QuickCamp is a platform that lets campers find a suitable campsite and campsite owners promote themselves.
You have been doing a good job. What are your emotions after that quite emotional and also quite structural pitching there?
A little relief because first development got through.
So, do you have your favorite idea already from all of these 12 today?
Our idea, must say, because I got more and more excited when I started working with these guys. Like, they're all top-notch.
Do you have suggestions which are like the best starting platforms for a new business idea? What ideas, steps you have to do to be successful? Have you learned something out of that competition here?
First thing is you have to validate your business model and contact with your potential clients, and if need be, pivot the idea.
So what's going to be next for you?
We're probably going to win. and then we're going to develop even further.
So I hope you the best. Is there also something for you would like to say all together to our viewers?
I don't know.
Okay,
startups.
It's time for the heads getting blank, and it's absolutely okay. Have fun, and hope you will have good results today.
Thank you.
The next team with me in the studio corner is the team who is working with the idea where most of the cash flow is going around the world, and it's the tipping. How did you find that idea?
It just came out of our problem. I just came up like, I mean, how many times have you had the same problem? You just finish the restaurant, like, a really nice meal, you've received a really nice service, and you can't tip them. It just feels so awkward. So this is the problem we wanted to solve.
You know, are you going to have this function in your app as well, that if the service is really bad, that you can take back the tip?
No, it's you can leave feedback, so that way you can sort of let the waitress or waiter know how you feel about the service. But other than that, it's mostly for giving tips and providing sort of feedback for the good service.
How is the tipping culture going in Estonia, actually?
In Estonia, it varies. Some people do tip, some people don't. But I think the younger generation who go to travel and see the world and been in the Western countries, they pick up the tipping culture. And where there is good service, then usually people tip. But the most markets we are focusing on after the spin-off over here are UK, Germany, Poland, and obviously Estonia as well.
But what's more important is that the cash culture is dying out, right? So this is the problem we are solving as well.
So you have a good idea. You already have like a functioning program. What else do you need?
What else? Well, we need people to know about our app, so we need a lot of users. We need both sides. We need the users and we need the waiters and bartenders to promote, actually, because they will be benefiting out of our app, right? So they will get the money. So go to our webpage, btippit.com, and download or sign up, so we will get so we can let you know when we are ready with the app and we go live.
7 September it is, and when the app goes live. So about a week or so.
So you haven't said anything yet. You can say the last 30 seconds promotion for tipping.
Well, first of all, I was the guy who built most of the stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. And of course, I think this will be a big thing because I've just heard from everyone they need this so bad. All of the waiters I've talked to, they all want it. So go to our website and download it.
Thank you. I hope you will collect a lot of tipping money around the world. Thank you.
Thanks.
All the teams here in Garage48 Telecom VUNK are making a very good promotion, because I see all of them already have their own t-shirts. How come?
We just decided before the weekend that we can be as one team, and therefore we have green t-shirt for all of them.
So tell me, what have been the most difficult for you during this 48 hours?
I think pivoting between different ideas. Like, we started off with one vision, and then we focused, and then we refocused, and we went back and forth, and that kind of made us fight the inertia, and that was really inspirational.
Your business idea is all about feelings. How much feelings did you have during the building up process?
Because of the coffee and amount of Red Bull, I would say I went ballistic, and I had a lot of bathroom breaks as well. So abnormal amount of bathroom breaks.
So you have been presenting the idea during the 3 minutes pitching today. Are you all able to do the same?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are all completely invested in the idea, which means that it's kind of an organic part of all of us. So, yeah.
So can you explain in human language what is feeling stream?
Feeling Stream is a tool that helps call centers to organize their workflow so that they deal with important emails first.
Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
So if you see mostly the teams which are quite manly, macho teams here, and now we are talking about feelings and women. So what is your role?
I'm the gluing paper between the business model and the team.
So you hold it all together.
If you have a girls band, you always have someone carrying the boxes. I'm the one.
Okay, good job, good job. So I hope you're the best. Do you have your favorite as well from all of the 12 pitches?
Yes.
Yeah, Feeling Stream!
Thank you. So now I have people here who made the app to jam together. What is it all about?
It's all about different people simultaneously in different parts of the world can actually mix music and play together and sketch their ideas in a music-wise, and they do it simultaneously at the same time. So if I change something here, a guy in Australia can see it in real time and can contribute.
Is it working already?
It's working already. We didn't manage to get people from Australia at this time moment, but definitely works. Yes.
So who is the
time zone issue actually?
Yeah, well, it's quite early here. Who is the boss of the idea, or the?
Yeah, we came up with the idea together. But yeah.
How did you came up with an idea?
I'm not sure. I think we were discussing about music in general and how it could be cool to get music to get through the internet. And then we thought of a need of musicians is, you play alone and it's great, it's fun, but playing with other people is great, but you don't always have people together with you in the same room. So why not to allow this to happen all over the internet? And there's nothing like that. We're words first.
Do you still remember the day you came up with an idea? Was it long ago?
Of course not.
Actually, we went out to eat bagels, and it was raining. It was really raining, but we managed to spend about hour or and a half outside and just walking and eating bagels. And I think there was like cranberries as well. Really expensive ones.
It was actually very romantic now that you're telling me. I remember it. It was really nice.
So if you came up with an idea, how was the process in your head? Did you think of ending up here, or what was your original plan?
Do you want the real answer?
Let's have a real answer and then the made-up answer.
All right, the real answer is we thought of doing this, and then for a couple of months we never thought about it anymore. And then Tavi signed us up for this hackathon, actually against our will, and we ended up being here, and we thought, do we have an idea? And then eventually we just realized that we did have an idea a few months before, and yeah, why not use that?
So why did you do that?
Why not? Well, we are actually him, another two girls. We are university course mates. So a couple of months ago, actually, we were just hanging out, having a few drinks, and we were just like, we should do something fun together, for all good time's sake. So this actually came out from another kind of a meeting or another kind of a get together. So why not? Let's do something about it.
So most of
I signed it up, and I got these guys on board. Actually, we didn't talked about this for 2 months, and then the day before, or the same day, the same morning, then we got together for breakfast. Then we brainstormed. One idea was worse than the other, and then it was maybe a couple of minutes before the end of the beginning of the pitches. So we were just like, okay, we need to get something, and we were like, okay, we have something actually, because those guys remembered something, and then we flipped the coin. Luckily, I was the first one to pitch it. Yes,
you can find our pitch. Eventually worked out fantastically. It was unusual, and that's why it was great. And we got 8 team members.
So, as I understand,
and the story
goes on. As I understand, the best business ideas happens while drinking and on the very last moment. But if we are talking about the work on the last 48 hours, how the process have been for you?
It was very nice, intense. Last night I thought that nothing's gonna happen at all, but here we are, it's done.
So why did you think that nothing is going to happen at all?
It seemed so because the code wasn't really working, and it was midnight and nothing was working at all actually. Only we got design and front develop, so yeah.
So are you happy with the final product idea, or?
I'm very happy. Yeah. The case is that, as Anna already told, that we were in the 0 point last evening, and then something happened. Some blessing came upon us, and miraculously, things started to happen. We got it ready. Can you believe it, guys? We did it. We did it.
So miracles happening here in VUNK Telecom, Garage48. Be with us. People get more smiley and more talky here in Kultuurikatel, and Rebel Rome is here now with me. If you have to rephrase the pitch in a few seconds, then what is Rebel Rome?
Yeah, it's all about free Wi-Fi. Everybody loves free Wi-Fi, and we are here to preach really this idea that Wi-Fi should be free everywhere.
Have you been enjoying more of the process of getting into this final conclusion of the idea, or you are more intrigued of what's going to happen?
Actually in both, but I enjoyed the development that we had in the group, and I also improved my own skills in the group, and I think I had a nice input to the group and to the team. So yeah, I liked it.
So you have had 48 hours. How much of that time you have been spending just for chit-chatting and I don't know, smoking around the corner, and how much actually working?
It's 50-50. 50% working and 50% networking.
Okay, and which one is more important half?
I think the networking one.
So how is things working in your group? Is it like, do you have a concrete specified roles, or it's all like a big cloud service?
We all have specified roles. We work as a team. This is how you get things done.
So actually the biggest part was that to find everybody's role, and then if you see that somebody is struggling, to help them out from this part of where they are like fixed on.
If I was walking around the area before, when all your teams were like working quite quietly, did you also have some like actual like thinking aggression in your teams?
Yeah, sure. We were doing some really aggressive thinking. That's why things were quiet.
What about aggression talking?
Listen, to rehearse for the pitch, it's endless hours of rehearsing, stuff like that. So I personally, I'm really tired of talking, but now I feel like I could continue on and on forever.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask as a final question, that how do you feel now? Is it like, oh yeah, let's go, let's do it, or it's more like, okay, let's take a day or two off?
Well, I think it goes on, so the project won't stop. I mean, we have a lot of things to do in the next weeks, months, years, hopefully. So yeah, it's no time to rest.
Are you going to be billionaires?
Absolutely. We will rock on. We will rock on.
I'm very happy to be your friend. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
And the next pitched idea is here with me and the team, and it was airsoft tracking. That's so complicated.
Yes, it's complicated maybe, but yes, I'm Eli, and I presented our idea and prototype for airsoft tracker. So we are going to bring gaming to the next level, and we will take all the good stuff from computer games to the real games, and we will concentrate on airsoft. So of course it may be used in paintball and laser tag, but for now we will do it for airsoft. And I would like to thank all members of my team. It was incredible, and yes, thank you very much. We have a multinational team. We have 2 developers from Germany, 2 developers from Finland, and Estonians. So we're here, and of course I would like to thank all the supporters, supporters from airsoft communities of Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and from other countries, as we see in the Facebook page. Of course, there was. I will tell one story. So when this all began is in the start of the summer, some guy, I didn't know him, he called me from Latvia. It is Alexis Lukins. He's a airsoft player, and he knows, and he's an expert in this field. So he sold me this idea, and he really helped us, and is helping us. So I didn't know anything about airsoft, but during the summer we did a lot of interviews with airsoft experts and players, and it turned that not we are searching for the solution, but them are searching for us, for developers and for IT solution. So this is only now it's only up to us to make it real, and to make it like I told, bring the gaming to the next level, augmented reality.
You can keep talking, right?
I can keep talking, yes, but yeah, maybe someone can.
Yeah, well, I wanted to ask your international team. How do you keep the team spirit up?
Sorry?
When you are working in different countries, how do you keep the team spirit up?
I'm from Estonia, and yes, I think we would speak with the Skype and.
Do you see the colleagues in Germany as well?
Yes.
So Skype is all you need?
Of course. Skype, and of course some other stuff that programmers need. I think that they will tell us.
Okay, what do programmers need?
I'm just a marketer, so I know where to get the
Just a marketer?
Well, I can find each gap to make the money, but they can talk more about the developing.
So, who is more important in a startup company, a marketer or a programmer?
I think you can differentiate, because like you need people who get your product out the door, but you also need the people who build the product in the first place. But if you just build it and no one sells it, it's just gonna like dust on the shelf. So we're really happy to have marketers and like businessmen who can sell it. And yeah, to your earlier question, I think the developers only need GitHub, Skype to communicate. Everything can be done remotely these days. The internet is really great, so we don't need to be there in person. So yeah.
So how often do you actually want to meet in person?
Excuse me?
How often do you want to meet in person? Do you have sometimes the wish of, oh, I would like to be in the same room with everybody?
Yes, we know it from Germany. We tour from Germany. We work in the same office, and when we started, we worked remotely. And I say it's much better when you work in the same room. And yes.
So you have this Estonian team Skype working all day long?
We sit next to each other and could talk with each other, and that was much more important than Skype chat. Mostly we used only Skype chat to send data.
It's of course nice to see that the biggest country in Europe have sent their programmers into Estonian startup. But what is the startup community like in Germany, or how can you compare it?
Yeah, sure. So Germany is quite, how do you say it, fractioned as well. So we sort of like have to travel all over Germany, to Berlin, to Munich, to Hamburg, Cologne, and so on, to find hackathons or these events like that as well. Everyone's online all the time, so there's this huge community that you can communicate with, and you rarely like see them during the week. But like on weekends, we meet at hackathons, for example, and everyone helps each other out. There's huge support, definitely. And I think it's very similar to Estonia as well. It's very technology focused. Everyone's like really young and like just wants to get going and start something new. So it's definitely, you know, we're very similar in these two aspects.
So what are the next most important steps for you?
So the next steps are obvious. We need to participate in Accelerator and move forward. So we're expecting some advices from mentors, and of course we need to keep this team, and I think that we can manage it.
So the 5 winners of who are going to continue will be announced in 12 minutes. Are you going to be one of them?
We are one of them. We already know.
Says the marketer. So, okay, have a nice business. So, Keskus is here with me, a team who is doing what?
We made an omnichannel platform that helps retail marketers to manage and organize their shopping campaign in one spot, and this platform will distribute these campaigns right into the necessary channels that they need to.
So you were presenting the idea during the pitching. Yes. There is always something, well, probably he forgot to say. You have a chance now to add some additional good secret information.
No, I only do the design, so I don't know. I did everything I was told to do. I think I did it good. The app at least looks good, but I don't know about the business side. He knows better that probably.
Okay, and what is your role?
I was the programmer of the app.
So I asked you the same question, that who is more important in a startup, marketer or a programmer?
Both. They connect each other. If one fails, the other fails. This simply is it.
Well, you see so many startups which are based on the new programs. What are the most biggest mistakes programmers do in startup companies?
They develop too fast. They don't think the program through. They just do it, and maybe the other solution would be more better than the other.
And you have avoided these mistakes?
I have done it. I have avoided both.
Did you also have energy to listen all the other pitches?
I did have some energy to listen to them, yes.
Do you have your favorite?
I think Tipi is very good.
Tipi is probably something which is like connected to most of the people. How you are also going to connect your idea with like general population of a country?
We already have developed Keskus application, mobile application. Yeah, and that app basically that is meant for an end user, and it has these shopping campaigns in them, and it also has a loyalty system and gamification features.
So what has been the best thing you have been learning from this experience and from the previous 48 hours?
How to pitch. Perfect.
For me, I think was a great experience getting something so great done so fast, and because of those guys we achieved a lot. So
teamwork only. But team made this and go to the finals now.
Well, here it's all about teamwork. We are going to finish this interview now. I will wish you the best with your application and have a great evening.
Thank you.
We are quite rapidly approaching the time when we are going to know the winners of this process and who are going to be part of the acceleration program of VUNK. But we have here a team who need to park. Guys, there are so many parking solutions already on the market. Why another one?
We are making a parking lot management system for the owners. So we are not like this middleman taking the charge for the parking, but we are offering a service or like a software platform that you can use, and then you can set up, for example, your own parking lot without like these middlemen or middle services.
So when you entered the VUNK program, did you already have the idea ready or not?
Well, we had the idea, but not ready. We had the prototype, very rough prototype, but all the software, how it's going, the live performance, internet connection, KSM connection, all it was built in here.
Explain me what has happened here during 48 hours.
First of all, really little sleep. That's the main thing. Secondly, we took this hardware that we have with us and we made a software around it. We made a platform, a user interface. And this interface actually, the fun part was actually we took a 3G modem that you use with a USB drive to get internet, and we turned that into a GSM receiver that was able to let cars in and out. So we really hacked something with this 48 hours. And this is something that many others didn't do.
Yeah. Are you the programmer?
No, I'm not. I'm the business front, and we have two our kind and really talented programmers are over there.
Back end business developer.
And I'm the front end.
Okay, because you talked like a programmer. That's why I asked.
Yeah, they have been doing a really good job of explaining me about things that I have zero knowledge of.
Listen, guys, you have been doing a great teamwork. If a not programmer already talks like a programmer.
Yeah, definitely. He talks like a politician, I say.
So what has been the one basic thing you have like got from this experience?
I've learned a lot. For example, I've taken a problem that I really had no idea how to solve, and I've turned it into a working solution and working idea.
Have you also been like sneaking around and looking what others have been doing?
Yeah, of course. There are some great ideas, some not so great, but some ideas we can work with cooperation. Well, yeah, there are some great ideas.
So, what should these people do who doesn't have a great idea?
I think they should still come here, and they will hear a lot of good ideas, and it will start their mind going like. And yeah, you will get a good idea from here and then work with it later on.
So either way, what's going to happen tomorrow on Monday morning?
I'm going to school. Anyway, so we are...
and that's done?
No, I guess not. I think it will be definitely a plan to work on in the future. And I think that we are both interested in continuing with the project. So we will see what will happen.
Are you all going to school tomorrow?
Well, basically, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I'm flying off to Amsterdam tomorrow, so I have to study there as well. But I'm gonna keep these guys together. I need these two guys right here to stay with our little idea that we came up with, and we want to create something really great here. So.
Okay. Have a good team spirit, school time, and enjoy. It's almost 8 o'clock, or actually it is 8 o'clock already, so we have to talk very fast so the jury can come out and announce the winners. But I think you have the most action-based name company, which is like the most difficult and heaviest.
So what is the name? Marina Ahoy!
Yes. So what is this Ahoy about?
Well, Marina Ahoy is a platform that allows connect sailors with the marinas. So we provide the services that they need.
So how many sailors do you have here?
Well, 3.
Okay, so do you need the service?
definitely, because if I'm laser boating, I don't want to waste my time in harbor. I want to get everything checked out, checked in, and maybe something additional, like a bottle of extra dry local wine, and that's service. Not waiting, filling forms. That's not service. That's bullshit.
So what is the amount of people we are talking here about who is going to?
We are talking about in world about 11 million of laser sailors in season, and if we're talking about marinas, there is something like 5,000 marinas just in Europe, 10,000 in States, and that's market where's money.
But there is still Australia, Pacific Ocean. There are plenty of room for us.
So how you have been enjoying the 48 hours here in Garage?
Well, that was cool. It's my first garage, and it still makes me make a lot of things during like few hours.
This guy did awesome 100 app. Without him, we wouldn't be able to deliver. Really awesome.
Actually, we all we love what we do, and we know there is a market outside. So just ahoy!
A little bit more about market. I work in marine navigation software, and some of our applications have 50 million downloads in market stores. So our market for our project is also very huge.
So when you are all going to be billionaires?
Not tomorrow, but next year.
I'll call you.
I call you.
Okay, I'm going to wait my call, and hope you will travel around the world and enjoy the service.
You're welcome. Ahoy!
Ahoy!
So, last but not least, but the last team is here, and I want to ask you if you remember what you were talking back there.
I'm starting to remember because about half an hour before, my mind did the total format C, so I didn't remember anything. I had to print the paper, but now I'm already remembering it again. So, but there were moments that I have lost probably.
Do you remember?
Yeah, of course. I am idea owner.
Okay, so tell me about owning an idea and how does it feel like?
It feels good. It feels creative.
How, what would happen with your idea if you wouldn't be here in VUNK Garage 48?
Someone will develop in 5 years, but it will be too late.
Okay, so what is the idea about?
So, it is about securing machine-to-machine communications.
And in human language?
So, it means, have you heard of Internet of Things where for example, your car can ask your...
You want to be only person opening your car and the door, home doors. Yes. That's the idea.
And not only, for example, your heater would want to know how much it is temperature in your room, and he would communicate with thermometer, right? But there is a problem that everybody can hack in this communication if it's not done properly. And this encryption and securing is science itself. So our service will provide other companies like the freedom and security to develop their ideas.
Well, safetyness is a good idea. Why did you came up with an idea?
Because I study Master of IT Security at TTU. So it is my interest to make my knowledge into practical product.
So do you see yourself as an Estonian in a big, large scale in the future, or a person of the world?
A president of a world.
President of the world. Well, that sounds nice. What is the energy level at the moment?
At the moment, we feel quite tired, to be honest, because we had several moments when we were thinking to just give up, because it was really complicated. The thing that we were trying to develop was almost, I don't know, it drained all our energy. But the successful speech during the presentation gave us some additional sources of motivation. So at the moment, I think we're tired, but we feel really good.
So how do you keep the energy level of your team up?
Jumping up and down.
Can you do that, please? Yeah! Thank you. So before we are going back to the main stage, here in Digital Live Studio Corner, we have one more team, and this is the smallest team, I say.
Yeah, it's the smallest team.
Is it easier to work in a small team, or you are missing somebody, like some particular person?
Talking about here. This is actually a bigger team, isn't it?
It was much bigger, but we lost a couple of our developers.
Bigger than outside.
We have an interview hijacker here. So how do you feel now after 48 hours?
Well, we are really tired, but we got a lot of things done. We found maybe 8 customers. We are outside of Estonia already. So
these 48 hours have been well spent.
Yes, I would say that well spent, of course. This is not my first event. It is actually it's 30 already. So I know the feeling, and actually I've been prepared for it.
So do you already have like another startup idea on your back pocket?
I have few.
So you are ready to do it all again?
All again.
Okay, so the main program started from the main stage. I hope you're the best.
We are the best.